We just did a live stream and it went off the internet. Our internet has been really bad today, but my phone internet is usually quite good. So I usually do the lives off my phone internet, and I put it on my phone internet and it worked, but then it stopped working. And I think the reason why it stopped working is because of my mother's internet hasn't been working today, so instead she's been using my internet. So I think basically the internet's had a bit of too much usage, so it stopped working because of, you know, you only have so much internet on a phone. But we have moved outside because there's another internet, and hopefully this one should be better.
Is that the one?
What?
Is that the one?
What?
Is that the live now?
Yeah, I'm live now. So hopefully, yeah, I use the same picture.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully this should be okay. I didn't do any titles or anything because I thought it's best just to get on. We've got some evenings and it's on. Yes, it is on now, so everything's back to normal ish. I know inside the car, but oh well. So hopefully everything should be okay. We've got hello Matilda and Jane.
Carl's
hello.
on, Dave's on, and Alan's on.
Well, hello everybody.
She's had to swap iPads because we've had to go out on the outside connection, and I've screenshot all the pictures on the iPad. So it's a bit of a nightmare really, but I don't know what's wrong. All Handers is on. All the internet connections are knackered, aren't they? Today, they've been terrible.
I know, they have been really, really bad. I mean, mine's been fine, but to be fair, mine is really good. So we're wanting to like sort it out, but we can't sort it out for a bit yet, just due to reasons. But so we will get it sorted, but it'll just be a few months' time. So it's a bit of a long way, but yeah.
And Ollie is on. He says when it's a car show. I don't know if you've been listening before to the other one, but she's doing a cookery competition. Ollie's so doing absolutely nothing really apart from cooking.
I've just meditated during my year.
Because somebody's messaged and said about a train, and we just haven't got time. We just cooking.
No,
so
if you want to win, you have to sacrifice.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I suppose they should be starting now and more summertime, aren't they? But yeah, we haven't been looking at anything, Ollie, believe me. We just cook.
So I won't go into it because I went into another live and I'm sure people are probably sick of me talking about it, but you know, it's part of the news because it's a news story, so that means it's part of the news. But I have just won. So the Rotary Chefs competition, they have the local, I'll be quick, promise. They have the local,
What's the matter?
What's the next one? I just won.
Which is, it's not regional, it's bigger than that, so it's like Northern England, Scotland, Ireland and Southern England.
So I won that. So I basically against all them people and they can only get there if they won their local ones.
And then boom, that the next one is like somebody from Northern England, somebody from Southern England, somebody from the Midlands, somebody from Scotland, Wales, Ireland. That's what I presume.
Well, I think there's about 4 or possibly 6. I feel like it's more 6, but I mean there is a few like videos and stuff, so I've just been trying to work it out. I think there might be like 4 or 6 people, and it's had the next one. So I'll be representing what am I representing?
Are you representing?
Yeah, what area of the country am I representing?
Northern England, aren't you?
Yeah.
No, you're northeast. So I would have thought you were the whole of the north of England. So just think that you're the best chef in the whole of the north of England.
Well, that is true.
Well, young chef.
Yeah, the best young chef. Obviously, I'm not like there's somebody who will have that chef, but
I mean Michelin star ones and that. But in your little head, you're the best, aren't you?
Well, no, because it's a physical company. Well, I mean, I haven't got my physical certificate, so I'm giving it to me. But it is an actual. I have become the best.
Yes.
This year, 2026. I have beaten because I basically about, I mean, you think about it, in my competition, there was like 7 people I was against originally. So if you put 7 out of all the other Rotaries together, I've like beaten hundreds.
You have, well done, you.
Yeah, hundreds.
I think you deserve a round of applause.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, we might even get you a little certificate.
Well, hopefully they will do. If anybody doesn't know, I won the award. So there was a full day cooking and stuff.
If you've been living under a rock, she's won a cookery competition.
They haven't given me a certificate for winning.
It's not right.
It is very strange because of like inside the local one, I got a certificate and I got a voucher. This one, I haven't got a voucher. I haven't got a certificate. I haven't got flowers. I haven't got a note.
She's making it up. She's not won it really.
I have got taken part a certificate, and that's it. But I have said to them, "Could I please have a certificate?" Just because I want my evidence. Well, there's a video, so there is full evidence. But I did win it. But it's just like I don't know why they didn't give me a certificate. I just thought, the judges got presents. They got a bottle of wine. They got a bottle of wine and possibly something else. It was inside a bag, so I couldn't actually see. But it looked like it was definitely a bottle of wine. But I didn't get a certificate. Like I did the work.
Jeff says, where's it at? It's at Cheshire. That's where it's at. Have you got any venues for your roadshow confirmed?
No, I'm cooking.
It's a cookery roadshow. We had to wait, Carl, until we found out whether she won or not. So we have to work out the whole roadshow round the cookery competition. So if she hadn't won, we were sort of like setting off like tomorrow. But yeah, there's a lot of places that people have messaged. So it would, when lots of people message the same place. So we've had Manchester, Preston, Harrogate, Skipton, a lot down Cheshire Way, a lot down the bottom of the country, like Weymouth. I can't think of the word beginning with B. Brighton. A lot down the bottom of the country. And Ireland. We've had a lot from Ireland, haven't we?
Well, I think there's a few definites. There's definitely going to be a Carlisle. I think I might kick it off in Carlisle just because Carlisle's a really good busking place. So there's going to be definitely a Carlisle. There could be an Ireland. There could be an island.
I think there should be an island.
I think there will be an island.
We're
probably like Dublin or
we've got to
something
do
like
this. Tracy will tell us. We have to do what Tracy
So
says.
you probably will be getting an island, and then there's probably a Scotland one probably, and somewhere like
Who's the man in the back seat? Have we got a man in our back seat?
Somewhere.
No, there isn't a man.
So yeah,
It might be Billy.
Yeah, there's a few definites, but don't worry, it'll be we'll announce it, But there is obviously, what you got to realise is, because I do acting, which has happened before, there might be times I might have to cancel, and also it is weather dependent. Obviously, it's gonna be different now that it's summer. You shouldn't really be weather dependent because it'll be done in summer, but there is obviously that possibility. But I think when it comes to summer, there isn't usually raining in summer, is there? So it should be fine. So yeah, but no, there isn't any dates yet. You're just going to have to wait a little bit longer.
We're getting it sorted though. It's definitely going to happen. And there's going to be some in France as well. But yeah, it's going all over because loads of people asked her to do it before. And then people keep messaging, when are you coming? When are you doing something? So we thought I might as well do it. And there you go.
But I mean, down south is like far away, but we'll try and do something down south, and also Manchester probably. Yeah, well, I have actually busted Manchester. Yeah, I mean it wasn't very good, but like we could do Manchester.
Yeah, but we don't get set up, do we? We do it on the spur of the moment. If we're set up with that, like our QR code for Buy Me a Coffee, like people have said, some people haven't got cash on them, have they? So you have to try and get everybody, don't you? We're not really set up. But if you set up and like the amount of people when they see the video, when you do a video and they show it, they say, "Oh, I wish I knew you'd been in," because we don't advertise it.
Well, the other thing is what you've got to remember as well. I don't want to just come with old material. Obviously, I will bring my old material because why not? But I do want new material as well. So I'm not just going to go out there straight away with old material. So I want to also have a bit of time to choreograph and do new dances. And what I want, because obviously every time I go out, I want to do live streams. I don't want when you're watching a live stream thinking, oh, well, this is the same dance as yesterday. I want it to be new dances as well. So I'm going to schedule the live streams in the fact of you get different dances, but the audience still get the same, but the live stream, I give you some other dances as well. So obviously I do need a bit of time to choreograph, which obviously my cooking competition isn't helping, but I want to win, so but I want also some time to choreograph, so obviously I need that to do too.
But I don't think people are that bothered, because if you look at it like
But you were the one that said to do it.
What?
New dances.
No, I know. Yeah, but you think if you've done the same dance like twice in the 3 weeks, you think it's bad. But two things: people that like the dance want to see it again, like they put a song on again and again, don't they? If they like it. But the other thing is as well, when you see like comedians and that are on tour and everything, like the one that we were doing a bit of work with, he said, "I just do the same show." Darren Brown with his magic stuff and everything.
They say, not to film it, don't they? They say, don't
because
film it.
Because it's the same show.
Yeah.
So you're you're pushing it too much. I think if you have 3 sets, you've cracked it.
Yeah, well, I do need some new stuff because of I might as well. Well, I mean, the thing is, when you do a new dance, it's not like, oh, I just got to do a new dance. Well, first you want to, do a good one, so it takes time to choreograph it. And second of all, then once you choreograph it, you've got to fully remember it. And then also you've got to choose the song. You really have to choose the song, so you have to make sure you have the right song. And then the song might need editing as well, so you have to work out which bit needs, right bit to edit it at. So, it's not just like, oh, well, just do a few moves to a dance.
Abby has been a busy month for you.
Yes, it has, Abby. Yes. How are you, Abby?
Being a Londoner, I would normally be supporting the South, but I'm in Team North as it's Matilda. Well done, you, Jeff. Gary says you should have got something, at least a certificate. Well, it's not
exactly.
Clearly not as good competition as ours, Gary, because you got a certificate, didn't you? He's in Cheshire. I think that's everything. Gary says could cook and dance at the same time. And Carl agrees, three sets would work. And Anders says dancing chef. And Jeff says, if ever you're in my neck of the woods, out to South London, go to Kingston or Bromley, but avoid Croydon. Yeah, somebody else. I know that I think you've said that online, but I think somebody else said that as well. I think there's two of you that have said avoid Croydon, which is a bit of a worry.
Well, the thing is,
Dan the Breaking News man's on.
hello.
I think Michael was on before, which I haven't mentioned as well. I don't know if he read his comment out. If I didn't, sorry, Michael, and hello. So yeah, it's a bit. I'm not on my normal thing, so I can only see about 5 or 6 comments. So if I miss you out today, I'm really, really sorry.
We do tend to go into really rough places without knowing, so we probably will be there.
I think if you don't know until
It's
you
a lot
get
more
stabbed to death.
It's a lot more better you do. Like when we performed in Manchester,
fear,
everybody was like, "Oh my god, you like that part of Manchester," and then like Bristol, everybody was like, "Oh my god, you inside that part of Bristol." And we've been to other places which like not even live stream, well, doing videos and stuff. We've just gone, and people have said in the past like, "Oh my god, you were there," and we're like, "Yeah." So I mean, it's yeah, but I mean. You got to have, some people don't have the wits about them, and you just got to have your wits about you. You know, you have.
Well, I don't know. There might be some really rough places. Maybe people do get stabbed all the time, don't they? But when I was younger, I don't know if it is now, so sorry if I'm slagging it off and it's fine. But it always used to, before there was the internet and everybody knew. So I suppose you only got it from like the papers and that. They used to say Moss Side in Manchester was really, really rough and you shouldn't go on it. Now, if it's not rough now, I'm sorry if I'm not slagging it off. I'm just saying what happened. And I had to pick some lights up once. We'd seen them in the paper and gone to get them. And when we went, there were a few burning cars and all.
Cars on fire.
Oh, that's a shame. You know, something must have happened there. Maybe an electrical fault. And you just carry on.
Battery
and then these two lads said, "Oh, they're in the shed around the back." Because then I just went, "All right." Off I potted around the back and everything. Anyway, it was absolutely fine. When I was speaking to people when I got back about these lights where I got them from, they go, "You didn't go, Moss. You didn't." And I didn't find, and the lads were sort of like rough, but they were pleasant. You know, I've had rougher, like, you know, some people.
Well,
but like you say, if you don't know, you haven't got that fear, have you?
Well, in Skipton, now Skipton has just been crowned the happiest, I think it's the happiest town in England, believe it or not. So I know some people in Skipton, and they were telling me the fact that it's been crowned. I was like, "Oh, is it?" And they're like, "Yeah." Anyway, there's certain streets where they've had to put security cameras up, but down this like certain places. I think it's near the canal, on the canal, because there's so many stabbings there. Like so many stabbings that they have to put cameras up because it's just happening like so many times.
There's so many rough places now, though, isn't there?
Well, like in Lancaster, there was I mean, I've been through it. I mean, I thought, you know, it's a bit rough, but I didn't really care. Didn't really think much of it. But I only found out afterwards that you don't go down it. And how far it was down it.
I see, it is frightening, really.
I mean, Lancaster's, you know, supposed to be quite a safe place, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. I think there's rougher, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
I don't feel unsafe. I like more.
I think it's different when you know your place. If you know the area.
Yeah, you know where to go.
Like I know, you know, all that area of, you know, by heart, so it doesn't bother me if because I know the place and stuff. And you also know people there, so you know who to turn to. But I think when you don't know
somebody got stabbed in Morecambe outside when we had that garage. They got stabbed outside there, didn't they? And you wouldn't say that was a rough place. So I don't suppose it needs to be a rough place, does it, to get stabbed?
Well, no, I suppose you get, you know,
and that
you get
one
stabbed
from
everywhere.
that one from Bentham, that Davy, he got done, didn't he, running down with a machete in Morecambe, and we've got him in Bentham now.
Running down the bay, which, you know, you wouldn't think like.
Well, there were two of them, and Google it. It was in Morecambe, Davy Howitt, I think he's called, Dewitt, something like that. And they were running down with machetes down in broad daylight. So you could get it anywhere, couldn't you? You could have just gone on there like me picking up some lights.
Probably safe inside the rougher place, because you think about it, if
they're all fighting amongst each other.
Yeah, but also if they're going off fighting somewhere else, like they go out to go get somebody, they're not fighting inside the home, are they?
No.
So, you know, they're only just coming back from the fight. Or going out.
I think he was in Morecambe, and then, I don't know.
Yeah, but it
Well,
wasn't.
we've got him
but
in
it wasn't
Benton
outside his
anyway now,
house.
unfortunately. But anyway.
But it can
Sorry,
actually
bye.
happen to your house, because I do know a case where somebody very recent told us the fact of that they when their family members, the next door neighbours, started stabbing them because they wasn't there because of.
Oh yeah, we have a friend and they've always been very, very supportive of my troubles with my ex. And you always think it's only happened to you. I mean, obviously you don't think that because it happens a lot to everybody, but in your own circle. And anyway, they've had real trouble with the neighbour, and he's a druggie, and he's gone round to attack the husband, had him on the floor with a knife, and then he has been arrested by the police, and then he put out a sign outside his door saying CUNTs live here, so they're getting so they've got loads of abuse.
So it's right next door neighbour.
Right next door neighbour with a knife.
Because if you think on the street, you think, oh, well, at least you can walk
You can
away.
go home.
You can go home.
And be safe.
As long as I don't know where you live. You can go home. But then when the next door neighbour, it's like, oh, seriously? Like, what damn nuisance. And, we've had it,
And you'll never sell your house.
Yeah.
You can't get away.
Because if they don't move the sign, well, they come around to look at the house and you're like, what's the sign? No, it's not. It's just a little inside joke.
Oh, it's not fun. We're not laughing about it because we've been through it, so we're not laughing about it. But that was, anyway, I can't get rid of that.
Just say it's an inside joke. So just don't worry about it.
Gary says you need buskers in you get buskers in Liverpool. Sorry, not that you need buskers in Liverpool, but don't know if you need permission. Well, they can. If you do it weekends, they can only move you on, can't they? We've been moved on.
The thing is, you can dance long enough until they move you.
We've been moved on once, haven't we? But we actually
and they were quite nice when they did it.
Yeah, they said, told us to go very politely.
They were
no, they didn't.
And they waited for us to finish. Like, please.
They did wait for us to finish our song.
Yeah.
But they didn't actually move us. They moved us on.
Oh no, we got force moved when we were allowed to be there by
by Palestine Action.
Yeah, we got moved.
We got moved on by a protest once.
We're not moved moved meaning forced.
Forced off, yeah. We got intimidated off by Palestine Action once, but officially we've only been moved once, and they were very pleasant, and it was only about 500 yards up the thing.
And we had another one, but we knew the person. They said, "Look, I've hired somebody to perform, and obviously you're performing."
And if you get moved on, it's great for viewing figures. People love a little bit of aggro, don't they? Especially if you sort of say, "No, I'm not moving." "Oh, sorry, Mr. Police Officer."
It's just for the camera.
Yeah. Right, you can take the cuffs off now. They've stopped watching. Right, you're taking this joke a little bit too far. My husband Terry likes your dance. He plays the banjo. I love the banjo and love anybody playing it. It's a great instrument. Dan the Breaking News Man says, "Mum, you didn't reply to my message on your YouTube channel, and I did look for it. And you look at, well, you might not be able to tell, but get somebody that isn't on your channel to look for it and see if it's there, because I cannot see it. I have looked, honestly." And I've looked off Matilda's account as well, and it is not there, so I don't know what you wrote.
Did you put it?
Did you put it? Jeff says, "I live in a nice suburb, 4 miles south of Croydon, which is nice, but the central Croydon is not nice. A shame as it's okay in the 90s. So how come it's come rough? What's happened, Jeff, for it to go bad? Whatever you do, your thoughts and actions create your physical reality." And they're in Bristol.
Right.
We've been to Bristol, haven't we? Very art. There's a lot of art going on there, isn't there? Like art and artists, like dancing, singing, performing, painting. Yeah, there's a lot going on in Bristol.
Yeah, we could do Bristol.
Carl says, "Gary, he was on the..." I can't read that. Chrysalis Fidget. I don't know, they're talking amongst themselves. Sasha says, "Not sure if you need some sort of license, but try Haworth." You're the second person that said Haworth. On a weekend, top of Main Street, plenty of people, a small area. What you mean? What you mean you've had rougher? Oh, my ex. I think you're going back to that. Just my ex. Gary says, "Okay, Carl, we'll have a look. I went to friend's dad's funeral last week and we only just found out he was in SAS. He had to keep it quiet." Abby says, "Leicester's a dump." Carl says, "Chesterfield is a happy town if you've got money." Another Gary says, "Hello." Anders says, wrong. Oh, it's just jumped up. Sorry about that, Anders. I missed it. Jeff says, "A question for you both. Where is the boundary between the north and south of England?"
Hadrian's Wall. Is that?
No, because
that just- they
that's
just do that?
Scotland is the boundary.
Oh, in north of England. Oh, you
North.
mean I thought you meant Scotland. It's just
Well, the
based.
Midlands is Birmingham.
It's in your mind. Okay, it's how you
Since
feel.
you
You have
can't
a-
answer, Jeff, so it's in your mind.
It's in your mind. You feel it when you're there.
You'll feel it, Jeff.
And also,
when you're
you
driving
know
up
when
the
people
M6.
don't say good morning to you as well.
Yeah.
People don't say good morning to you.
Which way?
North say good morning to you.
And what do the South say?
No, nothing, because everybody hates each other, so does they?
Do they? I think that's probably quite a sweeping statement for everybody that's
Do you know, you don't look at social media. People do so many videos saying, "Oh, this is the difference between North and South." First, if you don't say hello to each other, it's a common thing.
Yeah, but we've not had that.
No, you're from North.
Yeah, but we've been down south and people
Yeah,
have
just because
spoken
we don't say hi to people.
we've just been to Bristol and they were fine.
Yes, you
That's south.
When it's spoke to them, it's when you walk past them, you don't say hi.
right.
You don't say, like, because of, small towns in North.
Bristol people were really friendly.
Yeah. It doesn't mean it. It's just what people say.
I tell you what, I did notice in the people with Bristol, when you stopped at like the zebra crossings and stuff like that, they always waved. You know, and if you stop with your car and let them go past, they're always really waving, and that I noticed that a lot.
Yeah, I didn't, but yeah.
I suppose you weren't driving.
No.
I was driving.
Yeah, people do have a problem with not waving. They need to fix that.
Well, I'm sure you've sorted it now.
You can't not wave when somebody lets you out.
So the answer to your question is, where does the north start? It starts where you feel it starts, which I would have thought is above Birmingham.
There's obvious bits, like if you're, if you're like in Yorkshire, you're in the north, and if you're in London,
Well,
you're
it's
in the
North
south.
Yorkshire, isn't it? So that gives the game away with that one. But then you get South Yorkshire, but Yorkshire is still north.
Yeah, but that's South Yorkshire because you're inside the little area. So it's like you have that little area. So you have your north here, you never eat shredded. You have your south and stuff, your west.
In my opinion, I'd say about Manchester, where do people think the north starts? That's the question.
I think something like what's it, like Cheshire. Do you think Cheshire's a bit south?
No,
I feel like Cheshire's
not
like the
north.
middle.
No, I think I'm going for Manchester. That's where I think. Where do people
Manchester's
think?
north. Manchester's definitely north. And
Dave, you're a
northern.
superstar. Thank you so much. It means a lot.
Thank
You're
you
an
very,
absolute
very much.
superstar.
Thank you
Dave,
very
it's
much
just
for
a
that.
bit to help the channel. It's
Well,
given a
thank
super
you.
thanks, and thank you very,
Thank you
very,
very, very
very,
much.
very
Thank you for
much.
that. Very kind of
Another
you.
Carl is on, and Abby says,
Can I just quickly say, I think it's actually, when you have the, when you see the country and there's that bit that sticks out, like Wales.
her baking's better than her geography.
There's that bit that sticks out of Wales.
Yeah.
Well, if you go on that top of that line of the bit that sticks out, I think it's there.
Right, it's there, Jeff. It's the bit that sticks out from. When did you say? Where are you going to Italy or something? You said, where's Italy? And you said through France and you turn left. Or was it right?
Well, somebody was saying to me, just some relatives I have inside another country, and they were going about where they're from, and I'm like, what do you think? Middle. And you think of middle, and you go to the left, but not directly in the left. You go up a little bit, but not too a little bit. And they were like, right. This was inside an interview, by the way. Where they're asking me all serious questions like, oh, what are you doing for this? What are you doing for that? And I was like, so that's.
And obviously Stoke-on-Trent is a massive dump. I thought Stoke-on-Trent was all right.
I don't know if I've been.
I have been. I've not been sort of like, a lot, but I've been to it.
I suppose it depends what you think's a dump.
Why is it a dump, Abby?
Because people would look at places that I think's a dump and they go, well, that doesn't look like a dump. And I go, it's a dump.
Thank you very much, Gary. You're a superstar.
Thank you very much. Thank you both of you. Thank you,
Gary
Gary.
says,
thank you very much.
Well done on cooking competition. Hope this makes up for a certificate. It certainly does.
Yes, it does. It does help. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
It goes towards a duck, that's for certain, because we'll be starting ducks again soon. It's been an absolute fortune, Gary, so thank you very much, and thanks, Dave.
I just think of all the things we could have done.
If I didn't have to buy a flock of damn ducks.
Could have released an album, but instead we
You could have done, actually.
I know.
The money that's been spent on it. Carl says, Jeff, I live in Chesterfield. That is the highest place in the Midlands. We've even got a Sheffield postcode. Well, we've got a Lancaster postcode, but we live we come under North Yorkshire, don't we? Jeff, I think folks down south are generally quite friendly, but London not so much. Gary says, I'm a northerner from Liverpool. Down the breaking news, Mum says, Mum, I sent a message on your video about meeting Claudia. Well, can you send it again? Because honestly, I have looked and I didn't get a notification. Because I've got a very limited.
I mean, it's not like
I've got very
she hasn't
limited.
read out your messages all today.
Stop taking my messages. It's on my channel, you message taker. I get very limited comments on my channel anyway.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Look at me, you get thousands, and now you're trying to take my one message.
I think
just put it on mine, Dan. Don't listen to her. She's trying to steal my messages.
I think the thing is about in North as well, when it's small towns, sometimes they're like, oh, well, you're not from here, so sometimes they can actually be ruder than herself, because like I like sometimes in new places they'll go, oh well, you're not from here, so you clearly don't know where that is, and I'm like,
yeah, well, I tell you what, some people in Bentham are terrible for that, and there's we're going to be talking about it, but Bentham is going to be on the news tonight, and somebody's put it on the local page, on the low and past present something, whatever it's called, and somebody disagrees because some people in Bentham don't like you to have an opinion. Like on here, everybody's got different opinions, we just read it out, but
if we don't like it, we'd shut it down.
No, we don't. As people know, we read out anybody's opinion on here.
Read it out and then we shut it down.
There's certain people in Bentham that don't allow anybody else to have an opinion. So they've put this thing on the local past and present, and this person that's come from away and now lives in Bentham, they've called him one person's called him an immigrant. So you get that. It's just unbelievable to think that, you know, because they haven't lived there all their lives, they have no rights to say anything. But yeah, we're going to talk about it. We're going to be on the news tonight. Dave says Derby is Midlands, so Sheffield is North. Carl says, I live in Chesterfield in that's Southern. I've got that one. That was Abby, wasn't it? Did read Abby's out. I would say Derby or Nottingham would be around North. And Andy says one is usually better received in small towns. And Carl says Jeff, we're supposed to be Midlands, but we've even got Yorkshire TV. Right, so I'm sorry there are no pictures. Because they're on that internet she's working off, because as I say, everything's been going on wrong. But are you going to do some news? Go on then.
Oh, I don't know what's this one. This is Manchester. Okay, so there's a what's happened is in Manchester there was a guy who was going to, you know, you have those outdoor gyms where, you know, they're free and stuff, and they have like the stuff, they're quite good to be fair, outdoor gyms, and somebody reported that there was a guy inside the outdoor gym that was doing a terror attack where they have, you know, like the bombs on them and they're going to explode and kill themselves and kill everybody around them. So they reported it to the police, and suddenly there was several helicopters, loads of police officers, probably police vehicles, just everything, you know, gun ones, everything, all surrounding this park, because there was a guy there and he had a vest on, and the vest was actually a weighted vest for his exercising, and they arrested him, and he had some skipping ropes with him and they arrested him and they had him on his knees inside this playground area, arresting him because they thought he was going to do a terror attack and bomb the place.
Well, I had the photos and the video, but sorry you can't see it, but Google it after you finish the live, obviously don't go away. But there he is doing his gym in the middle of this park, and somebody's reported him to the police for being a suicide bomber, and he's just got a leaded weighted vest on. But the end at the comment, obviously it's not funny when people, but you know, this bit was funny, as in what it said, but obviously it's not funny. Suicide bombers are not funny, but it was a false alarm. But they've put the article in, and Greater Manchester Police later confirmed the incident was a false alarm and that the man was found with a skipping rope. Like, well, you know, if you've got a skipping rope, that stops you from all crime.
Yeah, well, wasn't the bomb because he had a skipping rope.
But could you imagine just been like there, just going 1 and a 2 and a 3?
Oh, that's a hard lift. Hello.
And
then get down to your knees, you know, because of the, you know, when they arrest them, you usually go, oh, get down to your knees, and then they read out your rights, don't they?
Yeah.
And I've gone, what did I do?
You wouldn't have a clue what you've done wrong.
Unless he has actually done something wrong, not that day, and done something in the past.
Oh, no, I think I've got caught. I've got caught.
Yeah. Did you notice that then?
Yeah.
She deserved to be murdered. It was like, not my fault. Sort of thing. Then they probably would have been a bit panicking, but apparently, yeah, I think he'd just stay quiet. But
it's like when we were driving down to Manchester with Vera, and we had the trailer on the back with the car on that we took to Banksy's. Now we're fully road legal, we're tax insured and everything, and we're fine. And you know, it's past its MOT and everything. But the police came up behind us with the blue lights, and you immediately think, oh my God, what have we done? And you immediately think, and you don't want to get stopped because they're going to find something wrong, aren't they? Even in Britain, they'll find something, especially those police officers that park on the side of the roads for wagons. So we were going, oh my God, what have we done? We're only thinking about everything, and then it was the van in front that got pulled.
yeah, it was a van, and black van, and they got pulled off.
So you'd
So I
be
don't know what they
thinking
were up
that.
to. But I think they were planning to pull them off because of those loads
I think
of
they've been
police.
waiting.
There was loads of police around, and we saw one on the side, and they were just like waiting, like, what are they up to? Anyway, then we got further on, they started blue lighting, and it turns out it was the van in front of us, so they got pulled
No,
over.
they were behind us with the blue light on, and we're just thinking, oh great. And even though we weren't doing anything illegal, you just imagine it, and they'll pull you. They'll get something. So yeah, it was awful. So yeah, if he's done something naughty, he's gonna be
But
thinking.
can you imagine if they actually arrest him and then he goes, I didn't mean to do it, I didn't mean to do it.
What do what? Well, you know, beat that person up. What person?
You know, the person they beat up so badly that they died, you know? I'm like, what? Well, it's when I was high on those drugs. Like, what? That wasn't what we were arresting you for.
We're arresting you for wearing an exercise vest.
Oh, right. I didn't mean that. That was just...
And your skipping rope's too long.
And they got tape measure. I go, yes, it is 3 centimetres too long, is this? Go, honestly, disgusting, this behaviour.
Oh dear, gotta laugh, haven't you? Cal says can't even use an indoor gym. Gary says world's gone mad.
Outdoor.
I was ticking, but a skipping rope. I know it's just somebody had. I know you sort of think, oh well, at least they've gone and everything, but you do worry about the public, don't you? That maybe they do get a little bit excited sometimes.
I think also it could be concerned that when it does actually happen, they sort of think, the police think, oh, well, we don't really want to do that because we got laughing stock last time. So, you know, we're not going to, you know, don't
Yeah, they'll get the
rush to
phone
it
call
too
and then
fast.
they'll say, oh, it's just that bloke with a skipping rope. So did he have a skipping rope on? Yeah, he's got a skipping rope on, it doesn't matter. And then
Your boy cries wolf sort of thing.
yeah,
And
because
then,
because the baddies that are gonna do that will be watching that and think, oh, you just got to carry a skipping rope.
and do it inside an outdoor gym.
Yeah, and they get used to it, won't they?
Mm.
Yeah, bad, not good at all. And it says a woman called the police and said that a man had pistols in his bag on the train. When the police arrived, there was a hairdryers in his bag. Oh God, this is wasting police time. So yeah, it happened. I think it was in Ingleton, and they said they got people coming saying that somebody had thrown themselves in the river, and they had police and everybody out going up and down. I think they got fire engines from York Way and everything. Oh no, it was a false alarm.
What did they say?
Hopefully a rock. But yeah, it does waste police time, doesn't it?
I think sometimes people just sort of want the experience of ringing the police.
No, I think some people go over the top about everything, don't they? But what can you do? Right, so a couple have sold their home, but obviously you can't see them. Which
Just imagine a couple. You know, won't look far off. You know, humans don't look that much different. So just think of a human.
Yeah,
man,
I'll give you the ranges
woman.
so you can imagine it a little bit better. Yeah. Right? The lady, very attractive lady, 29. Imagine. The man, 43. I mean, not as attractive, but he's older, so you're not as attractive when you're older, are you? But he is 43, not bad looking. Anyway, they've sold the house.
Mentioned it.
Yeah.
Now imagine the house being sold. There's a house, just 4 walls, roof.
310,000.
So round about that amount you're looking at.
So it's not a bad house at that, is it? 310,000.
You got a garden, something like
that. You're up in the next level, aren't you?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not your first time buyer that.
No.
She's called Katrina,
So think of what a
and he's
looks
called
like.
Kevin.
Well,
Middleton.
no, look, Kevin looks like.
Anyway, they've sold the house and they're doing back-to-back cruises since September 2025. Now, I screenshotted all the amounts and everything, and so I can't do any of that. She works remotely. He works as an IT consultant. So their bills, right? So they've sold they sold the house because they've said it's cheaper to live on a ship. So they're going away cruising. They said even going on the jollies is cheaper than living. So I've written a few down, but not a lot. The mortgage is £1,300 a month. That's a lot, isn't it?
What if they sell a house, won't they have to pay off the mortgage? Like, 'cause I'm
No, because they don't own it because of the mortgage. Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is all, I don't know how much money they got out of it. Didn't say that.
Unless the house was actually worth more than that and they have the £310 they own and then the rest went to the mortgage and they haven't counted that inside the
Yeah,
news
so
article.
whatever, they've got the money. They spent a month on cars. Guess how much they spent a month on cars?
£1,300.
No, you're not reading it. That's the wrong one. That's a mortgage. Oh, you tried to cheat. Failure.
300?
No.
1,000?
£2,500 a month on cars. How can you do that?
I watched
I mean, unless they
I
were
saw
buying and
somebody
selling
really
them.
weird video today. Somebody said, well, I saved up all I did was work and stuff. I didn't do anything like just saving up money for my car for 4 years. And then they just had this normal car, like really normal, just like not really expensive car. And I said, well, what do you mean you've been saving up for 4 years doing nothing else?
Yeah, but I think that not the saving, they're spending that on, not as in buying a car.
No, I know they're doing it as a monthly
They're
thing.
spending that as the running on the fuel and the
Oh.
insurance and everything like that. How can anybody afford that? £2,500 and £600 on energy. So anyway, their total monthly bill, I don't know how anybody could afford this. This is like my yearly bill, was £6,510 a month. That's a lot of money, isn't it?
I mean, how much is that a day?
Oh God, that's a hard one, isn't it? Isn't it about a month? I don't know. I can't work that out that quickly. It's a lot, isn't it?
It must be hundreds.
Well, yeah. If it was £100 a day, yeah, it's about £200 a day. I can work it out, but not. I've worked it out, haven't I? It's about £200 a day. Is that right? That is right, isn't it?
Well, it's around about somewhere.
It's right. Anyway, it sounds right.
You can work it out. If you've got the intelligence, you work it out.
Yeah, just after you stop imagining what they look like, work
Now
out,
you can time to work it
how
out.
much £6,510 a month is a day. And I thought, I can't believe, I couldn't, that expenditure. Anyway, they reckon since they've started cruising, 4,500, they're saving £2,000 a month.
But I mean, the thing is, like, she's only young, so she's still got a lot of life left. He's not like that old, so he's still got a lot of life left. And it's just, why would you want to be on a cruise? Because of, like, you're looking at sea, which is fine, you know, a bit of the time, but you do get a bit bored. And then...
Yeah, but they'll be working a lot, won't they?
Yeah, but I mean, like, you only have your room, which you can't, like, knock a wall down or put a picture up or something. And also they'll be changing cruises because obviously cruises stop. And so they're not having the proper thing, are they, of a life, like having a house. And also friends, they can't have, like, long-term friends because they only have friends as long as they stay on the cruise, the friends they make. And then also, I don't know if they want a family, but then they've got family. What about their family that they've already got? And it's just like, I mean, it's to sell your whole house because obviously that money's going. I know they have a job, but they're not going to earn that much money to earn that back. So they're just sort of like spending it all.
Yeah, but a lot of people forget, don't they? And you get these people that move in and say, oh no, I can't cope without you. You know, it'd be awful that you're moving. And then they go, all right, anyway. You know, they're not bothered, are they, once people sort of like move on?
No, I know that. They don't. I know that.
Oh, we'll keep in touch.
Mm.
And I mean, a lot of people wouldn't keep in touch now if it wasn't for Facebook, would they?
No. But I mean, it just seems a bit strange because I can understand if they were like retirement age or something and they just sort of thought, oh, stuff it, let's just go.
Oh yeah, retirement age,
cruises.
definitely.
I can fully understand that if they're
But they've only been going since September.
No, but they sold the house. Unless they're keeping that money.
Yeah, but you get the money, haven't you? And you can buy another house. They've got 310,000, even if it's not in their area.
I can understand if you're doing that for a year or two.
You could end up, even if house prices rocketed up, you still have money to buy a first-time buying house. They're obviously up to the second level. There's not many, unless you like London, which they're not. It was in, I think that it was Wales, I think. Your first-time houses aren't going to be 310,000. Fair enough in London and places like that they are. But like round here, that's your second house, isn't it? Your first-time buyer's house around here is anywhere from about 90. Well, after the documentary tonight, it'll probably be from about 90 quid. So you'll be able to buy in Bentham. But from about 90 grand, first-time buyer's house here to about 130, 140. So if you had 310,000 around here, you're going to get quite a decent... You're probably going to get detached with a bit of land and parking, definitely. So what I'm saying is they could
But if
get
they're
that money,
planning
go
on
on
earning-
cruising, and even if they rocketed up, they could still buy a house in
Yeah,
10
but I mean,
years'
like, they
time.
could just keep earning money and they could just get a bigger house.
But why would anybody want a bigger house? Because you've got all the bills, haven't
Pony.
you?
Duh.
Yeah, but you
Put
got all
pony
your
there.
council tax.
But you
and-
get a pony.
That's what my parents did. They built and got the house, and then when they got to retirement age, they had such a big house they couldn't enjoy it.
You would just get a pony.
Well, I don't suppose that. I suppose that's more money.
Yeah, but at least you have the enjoyment of the pony. I just don't understand why people have all these problems and don't just get a pony. I really don't.
Dan, the breaking news
Oh,
man,
rabbit.
says,
Rabbit
Matilda,
will
you need
do.
to make a YouTube channel now to Making Sense with Matilda. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. So yeah, I'll Google it while you carry on talking because I haven't got any information.
Oh, on that story.
Yeah, you just keep talking.
Actually, does the door have to be open?
Yeah.
It's freezing.
Good, yeah.
Okay, so,
Not like you to be stuck for words.
well, I do have a lot of things that I could talk about. I don't want to talk about because of like that for future conversation.
Oh, just do it now.
No, I can't. But I mean, I only really all I've been doing is my chef competition, but I don't really want to talk about it because I feel like everybody's pretty bored of it now. Like, and there's only so much people can listen to me talk about a chef's competition, but that's literally all that goes on in my life at the moment. I have been doing my music, obviously, but not that much because of it. I did start recording today, but I have been struggling to record, play an instrument and sing at the same time, not because I can't do it, it won't let me do it, that's why. So I've been struggling why that won't let me, and then I've been wanting to do my song today, but my mother's been using the iPod, so I haven't been able to do the iPod that's got the songs on, so I haven't been able to do that either, which has been very annoying. So I was just practicing, I haven't done. Oh, summer's coming now, isn't it? The longest days in about a week, I think it is. Which summer's just gonna come and go. But I like summer. Actually, it's a good question. Who's everybody's favourite season? So if you asked me maybe like a year or so ago, I probably would have said something like winter. Because I just didn't like the heat, but or something like I mean, spring is quite a common one, really. Everybody goes for spring, don't they? But now I've been thinking about it after pretty much last year and going through this winter. I'm more of a summer person now. I've decided that I like summer because yeah, it's really hot. I get that, but I really hate the cold. When I was younger, I didn't mind the cold at all. I was quite good at it. You know, fine with it. But now I've just got to a stage in life where I just think I don't want to be cold. I don't like it. I don't want to be cold. I want to be warm. So I've decided I like summer, even though summer it can be hard because it's really hot. But I've decided that I just don't like winter. It's just very cold, isn't it? And everything's hard in winter. Like you can't just go outside. You can't just leave something outside. You can't just you're always cold. So you can't just go around the house because you're just cold. You know, I just find it very cold and everything's dirty because there's always mud. Well, I wanted to clean my shoes, and this sounds a bit random, but I wanted to clean my shoes for the competition because you have to make yourself look really clean, obviously. But I was doing some work inside the fields. I was doing some work and I was going to put my work shoes on, but we were like, oh, it's fine, you won't need to put your work shoes on. So I didn't do it anyway. Then I got there, my shoes were filthy, but it was too close to the competition for me to wash them because obviously if I put them inside the washing machine, they wouldn't dry in time. So I was a bit stuck and I thought, well, I'm just going to have to go with not very good looking shoes. So everything about me was clean apart from my shoes, and they were not clean. But I had my apron on and my hair was all clean and stuff. I mean, the fact that I had my little cap on, which is good because of like if they found like a hair inside your food, they'd go, oh well, this hair's inside the food, but if I've got a hair cap on, it's not my hair, is it? You know, it's from the kitchen because there's nothing to do with me. They didn't find a hair in my food, obviously, but it's like, and also I think inside kitchens, I think you have to do stuff like put the hair up and stuff and wear all of these things because you're serving people food and it's very important that you do things clean. I mean, even gloves and stuff, really. I was going to do gloves, but I forgot them. And also the problem is, even though latex gloves, I think they're latex, aren't they? I think it's latex, I don't know. You can feel a bit, but I still feel like you don't have much feeling inside the gloves. And I did practice one run with them, but I just didn't really like it. But I feel like when you're cooking, you do need to definitely have your hair tied back and at least something on your head, but definitely tied back. But I was the only person who had a proper actual hair thing to could stop heads. So basically, that probably was one of the reasons I won as well, because of I was very presenting myself well as well, which was good. But yeah, so I think the comments about the weather. So I've got spring's my favourite. Love the UK accent. Wow, okay. I wash my shoes in the washing machine, and I don't know what it says. I had a chance to. I am chance in Australia when the weather's better. Oh, it's gone off. So the comments, I can't look at the comments. They only come up and then go, and I can't look. Oh, hang on, I can. Hang on. Right, let me scroll back. Hang on, you're gonna have to give me a moment. Hang on, give me a second. I don't know how far back the comments are. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, spring. Abby's put spring. Yes, spring. It is a good one, spring. Oh my god. Stop it, camera. Stop it. Gary. Spring, hate. Oh god. Hate autumn and winter. Right. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. Autumn, I don't mind it. But I think the problem is with autumn, you feel like, oh, winter's coming. Like, you know, it's just, autumn's just a warning sign that winter's coming. But no, I do like autumn. I do like all the leaves and stuff. Right, comments back on. Let me just get the comments back on again. Autumn, spring. Spring is my favourite season, closely followed by summer. I like hot weather, but don't like cold or dark evenings. Yeah, it is true, is that. Dark evenings, again, they can be really annoying because of, like, it goes dark. Like, you think when it's summer, you get so much more done. You just really do. I would much rather be cold than hot. Right, Abby. Well, I get where you're coming from. I mean, obviously the perfect weather is where it's hot with a slight breeze, you know, warm with a breeze is the perfect weather. But we had another snow last summer. Wait. We had another snowless winter here. Yeah, I've never had a snowless winter. Apart from this winter, I had no snow, so that was pretty amazing, really, because I never had a snowless winter. But I had this year. I like summer best. Yeah, summer is a good one. Can you say? Somebody says, can you say something? Which isn't like rude or anything, but it's just like Americans always want to say it. But like water bottle. I don't know if I'm doing it how other English people do, but water bottle. A bottle of water. A bottle of water. Like war. You just like, don't say war in it, don't you? A bottle of water. Warm. Like something like that. I don't know. Bottle of water. Spring's my favourite. Yes, I think spring is the most common one to like. I think most people like spring, which I can understand. And yes, I'm old as didn't. Yeah, 15 degrees is good temperature for me. Abby's put 15 degrees is good temperature for me. Do you like 15 degrees?
Oh, I do, yeah.
It's been, I don't know when was the last time I experienced 15 degrees, I don't know. Yeah, 15 degrees. What is 15 degrees? Quite warm, isn't it, really?
It's just about normal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about normal. Yeah, the weather's been quite good lately, really. I mean, the weather's lately has been quite good, so I suppose. But I mean, it was getting dark. Well, it goes dark at 6 at the moment, I think. Sounds good, Abby. They put some answer back, Abby. Yeah, I mean, it's getting dark at 6 now, but which is, I mean, it's better than, but it's still early, isn't it, to get dark at?
It's dark a bit later. It's about 7 tonight.
Yeah. Oh my god, 15 degrees is great for running. Oh yeah, well, the thing about summer is it's hard to run in, isn't it? Because if you get cold. I have actually run when it's like ice on the floor, like proper ice, like everywhere. Probably wasn't the wisest decision, but I have done that. So yeah, I can understand where you're coming from that, but I mean, then again, I don't like running inside the cold, so it's a difficult one. And it also does rain. 18, 22 degrees is nice. 22 is a bit on the higher one. Probably 18 is alright. I am a really hot woman, so I like it as on the cooler side. Okay, Abby.
I don't need to. I'm not even looking at the comments at the moment. I know who that's from.
40 degrees in, what's it called? Is that Florida? I don't know. Is good at drinking ice cold beer. Yeah. Well, yeah, food, again, like, I don't know, food. Food does spoil in summer, I suppose, a bit, but then food also grows in summer, so as well.
So Cal's clocks go forward next weekend.
Yep, they do. And then before you know it, they'll go back again.
Yeah, it does. Summer just goes. You think
I
every
think-
single summer, don't you think, right, I'm really going to get on with this. I'm really going to get that sorted. And you never do. And it just comes round.
I just think that I want it to be summer, but I know sooner so it's summer, sooner it will be winter,
Yeah.
which is really annoying.
Well, it's only June, isn't it? That's the longest day. And we're in what now? March. It's not long. And then that's it. Anyway, the ITV documentary is on tonight. I think you'll have to check. I think it's about 10 o'clock. But as I say, I screenshotted it all, so I knew. And it's called In Our Blood. And it's the forever chemicals scandal. And it says, worryingly high levels of forever chemicals linked to cancer and other serious illnesses have been found in residents of a Yorkshire town following blood testing. And then it goes on, and it's going to be on tonight. So, for decades, Angus Fire, the main employer in Bentham, North Yorkshire, manufactured and tested PFAs, firefighting.
Who are the
foam
main
factory.
employer? I mean, they literally employ like 10 people.
Well, they
I think
employ
the
more
club
than
employ
that.
more, to be fair.
But
I only see 10
obviously
people.
there's a massive divide and they're all rowing like hell. But it says 9 of the 39 people tested had PFAs levels above 20 ngml, putting them in the highest risk category. So I saw them the other week, ITV, they were outside the library. I didn't know it was ITV. I asked them what they were doing and they were very cagey, and I thought it was either this or when the lady committed suicide because of the bullying from 3 of the residents in Bentham, well, particularly 3 of them. I thought it might be about that, but it's obviously been about this. And then just hang on, I think it says something there. David Megson, an expert in environmental forensic at Manchester Metropolitan University, analysed the blood results of the programme, comparing the levels in Bentham with the general population in America. Don't know what that means, but anyway, it's on tonight. So
Well, they say that Americans eat bad food because they have like a lot of salt and stuff. That's what they
I
say.
don't think that's plastics, is it?
Well, I suppose maybe because they eat a lot of food wrapped in plastic. Well, I suppose if like you eat like this like fast food or something. I mean, that's just what because they have more over there than
This
we
is
do.
a bit worrying though. Rachel Harrison grew up in Bentham and has raised her 2 young children there, but never worked for Angus Fire. She tells the programme she's now moving out of the town. And it's not worrying that she's moving, obviously, that just Rachel's moving, but it says her blood test revealed her level is 2 ngml, but her children were significantly higher. That's a bit frightening, isn't it? Her 1-year-old son is 13 ng per milliliter. Jesus.
What does that mean?
Well, what I'm saying is, I was a 1-year-old higher than the parent. You know, like the parent's got to go out to work and stuff like that, but a 1-year-old. Oh, Jesus.
Well, what does it mean?
I don't know. But we'll see tonight, won't we? But anyway, it's on tonight.
I mean, I suppose like because if you, I suppose like 1-year-old, will they drink?
Oh, yeah, they'll drink water, won't they?
Yeah, but I mean, I thought like, oh, maybe it could just be the fact of there's a lot of people that just tested, a lot of people who take drugs.
But you
But
just...
the thing is 1-year-old, you can't really take too many drugs, can he?
I don't think plastics is to do with taking drugs.
Oh, drugs got plastic in it.
Anyway, we'll see we'll see what's happening tonight, but it's not good, is it? You know, whatever it's gonna, we had a bad enough reputation for bullying and that, didn't it, around here? And then there was obviously the suicide with that lady, and now this. It's not.
It just
good,
proves
is
that
it?
I'm always right.
It's not good
That's right.
at all. David says we'll really miss the extra hour in bed next week. Jeff says find it okay, I'll be providing it's not too humid. Gary says love the hour going forward in work on nights, but usually got the hour going back on nights and had to work 13. Oh, that must be horrible, mustn't it? If you're on a night shift and the clocks go back, you got to work an extra hour, haven't you? God, that must be horrible. Feel for you, Gary. Tracy's on.
Hello, Tracy. Welcome. Hello.
Better late than never. Abby says, no, that is like sitting on your radio. Why too hot? I will never understand why people like it burning hot. Should I tell you what I forgot to tell you yesterday? I went to the disabled toilet in where you were cooking at because it was nearer, so I could go there and panic.
It wasn't that far away from the other toilets. So,
If I can get the point out, heated toilet seat. I've never ever sat on a heated toilet. Never sat ever in my life have I sat on a heated. It was a heated toilet seat. Can you believe that? It was a heated toilet seat. It was. I'm telling you now. It was down, and you pressed a button for it to lift up, and it was as warm. It wasn't just hot. It was. I can tell a heated toilet seat, and it was heated. Can you believe that?
Strange.
I couldn't believe it. Has anybody else ever sat on a heated toilet seat? Because I certainly never have. I couldn't believe it. A heated toilet seat, unbelievable. Carol likes Race Across the World, and there's a new series starting soon. Oh, Michael, you're an absolute superstar. Thank you so much. That's absolutely
Thank you very
brilliant.
much, Michael. Thank you very much. Thank you very
Michael's
much.
given a very, very generous super.
Yes, he has
£30.
indeed.
You're
Thank
an absolute
you. That's
superstar.
very nice.
Thank you, Gary,
you.
Dave, and Michael. It's
Thank
really
you, everybody.
massively appreciated.
Yes, thank you. For
You don't know how many ducks we can get with that. And I'm sorry.
We could get what? 4?
Yeah. And so I tell you what a help, honestly.
No, it is. I'm not joking.
The ducks went from £7.50 until Matilda started cooking, and then they realised there must have been a sketch of ducks. I'm thinking, why are all of these ducks selling? So when we first started doing the competition about 3 months ago, I can't because of the wires. Can you stop it?
Yeah, sure. Wires.
No, I'll damage them.
I've done it before.
When we first started the competition about 3 months ago, the ducks were £7.50. So Matilda says, "Oh, should I do a duck?" And I thought, £7.50. You get in 2 goes at it, so it's only like £3.75, isn't it? It's not too bad because you get the legs one and you do the breast one. And then they decided when Matilda was buying so many ducks, they put them up to like £10, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Which made a big difference. So thank you so much, Michael. That
Yes,
will be
thank you very
a
much
massive
for that.
help
Thank
to doing the cooking.
Yes, it will.
And happy to be back and glad to see you back. Tracy says hi, everybody. And Gary says, heated toilet seat, come on, lol, bet you didn't want to get off. It was honestly, Gary, I've never in my whole life ever had it. It was definitely heated, unless there was something wrong with it, it was going to explode. That toilet was definitely, because I thought it was strange, but it was quite a joy, Gary. But it wasn't that cold, but imagine in winter. But yeah, Abby says heated car seats, heated toilet seats, underfloor heating are just the worst things ever. Well, yeah,
I like underfloor heating.
I can understand underfloor heating. I think it's a bit over the top. People rave on about it, don't they? But
I like underfloor heating.
Yeah, but it's a lot of work, isn't it? And
Yeah,
I can't understand heated car seats.
If you've got the money and you don't need to do it, then it's not really a problem, is it?
I couldn't understand heated car seats, I must admit. I've never had that. I've never had a heated toilet seat since yesterday. And I said maybe someone with a fever had sat on the toilet before you. There'd have been nobody in. They were all using the other toilets, but it was a bit nearer, and I was just racing back, because I was panicking on this, because she was cooking obviously, and I was panicking. So I thought I don't want to be away long. Abby says underfloor heating is crap, and also if it leaks, you have a big problem. You would do, wouldn't you?
That's a good point.
So you'd have to dig up the whole floor, wouldn't you?
That's quite a good point.
If you had a leak.
Mm.
It's a fortune, isn't it? I certainly couldn't afford underfloor heating.
Oh no, you wouldn't afford it, but it's just because I've been in places that have underfloor heating. I'm always like, this is lovely, but yeah. I suppose it's just because heat rises, isn't it? So it just helps.
This has been a nightmare tonight. This internet, just shocking. Spent all my time just trying to sort it. Tracy says, yeah, they are nice, but can't sit about on the loo. So have you had a heated toilet seat, Tracy? I didn't even know they did them.
Never did I really I suppose it's just a bit unnecessary, I suppose. But I suppose what they even do is just like plug in, you know?
No.
Is it, what is it? Is it like sensitive? Is it water? Like, what does it do? How does it do it? Is it connected?
Gary says, love heated seats in my car. I've never had one. I wear shorts all the time and lovely in winter. Do you wear shorts in winter then? Or is he always running though, isn't he?
Mm.
Well, not always, obviously. He stops at some point, hopefully. Just a message, and then carries on running again. Abby says,
maybe that film, isn't there? That guy just runs.
Is there? He's not Gary, is it?
No, he's I don't know if I think it's a true story. He has problems, but yet his problems means he's quite intelligent in other ways. But he just ran for like miles and miles and
Yeah, but you got to stop at some point.
No, he didn't.
Oh yes,
He did at the end, yeah, but like he didn't really stop. Like he just sort of ran.
Don't you think that was just a story?
I know.
A film?
I'm
You
sure
believed
part of
it?
it was filmed. No. Part of it's true. I'm sure. I'm sure parts of it are true. I'm sure.
Abby says maybe it's just me, but I would much rather have a cold toilet seat than a hot one. Tracy says might be Angus fire. Johnson. Tracy
Wow.
says I'm sat having a wee, but it's cold. Well, you wee or the toilet seat. Girl says I have shorts in winter. I don't wear shorts. I'm not a short wearing person.
No, I think that's just I don't understand. I don't mean to be rude to you, but
I don't understand shorts.
I just don't understand people that do it.
Wear shorts or sit on cold seats?
Wear shorts in winter.
Or hot seats.
I think it just has to
You
be
got
really
to have a
hot
laugh, haven't
day.
you? Gary says always wear shorts, more comfy even when -10. I can't believe that. I'd be frozen.
I don't get it.
Sorry, Gary. She just doesn't get it, and that's it.
I just don't see why. Why not be
I don't
warm?
see why, Gary.
I just like to be warm. I'm cold now and I don't like it.
Maybe he has a lot of hairs on his legs,
I guess so.
keeping them warm.
I just like to be warm. I just don't like it. Winter.
I'd rather have cold legs though than cold arms.
Yeah, I think your legs can be colder than.
You don't put as much on. You wouldn't, like when you're in the middle of winter, you generally just walk out with a pair of jeans on, don't you? A pair of leggings. You wouldn't do that on your arms, would you? You always pile loads on tops, don't you? And then just have a pair of trousers on your legs, which is a bit weird, isn't it?
I suppose it's because maybe it's just near your heart, I suppose.
Happy says, I don't wear shorts, so I don't have to shave my legs. Well done, Happy.
They should be warmer.
Who's it? That famous singer said that. I can't remember her name now. That sang, "You don't respect me much."
Wait, sing more.
About Brad Pitt as well. She sang about Brad Pitt.
Yeah. What's her name? Shania Twain.
Shania Twain. She said, I think she's from Canada. I think. Anyway, colder place than here. And she said in the winter she just doesn't shave at all because it's too cold. So she says I just jump in the shower, and that's somebody who's obviously got a lot of money, so she could have a warm place. So so Shania Twain does it as well, Abby, in the winter months.
Because you can just like if you have a warm house, then it's fine. Because I mean we don't like have warm outside or inside, so then that therefore means you're just constantly cold. You don't have that moment of greatness. But if you have all that money that she has, because obviously she's wealthy, I don't know why she wouldn't be warm.
And that environment. Carl says shorts and t-shirt all year. I just couldn't cope. I'm not even very good with a t-shirt when it's really warm, unless it's really, really hot. It gets to about 5 or 6 even in summer, and I'd put a jumper on. So I must be not very good at that. Tracy says wear tights too, Abby. And Abby says I wear jeans most of the time. I wear leggings most of the time. I find them so much easier. Jeans are all right unless it gets wet.
I never understand when people go about wet jeans. It really doesn't bother me. I'm just like, what are you going on about? Like, what's the problem? I just don't get them wet. You know?
Can you wear wet jeans?
I don't know if I've ever had the experience.
Oh, yeah, I have. They're horrible. It's horrible. So it's like from when we used to do horse riding, though, and you went out and you got wet, oh no. So you've always started wearing leggings and always have done. Carl says, suppose I'm old school. You're very hardy, Carl.
So people always go, you're not hardy because you hate the cold and stuff, but I just think I don't care. I'm cold. I don't care. I'm cold. I'm having it. I'm cold. I mean, like when you're with groups and stuff, they're always like, oh, go out and stuff, and I'm like, no, I'm cold.
Andrea says hi.
Hello.
Right, have you got anything else to say?
Well, there was the bear story, but you're not going to bother doing
I can't do the bear story because obviously you wanted to watch the video, but if you want to go to Canada, you can swim with polar bears. But that's it, really. There was a lovely video of them being really cute, and there was one where it jumped into the swimming pool. Well, it wasn't a swimming pool, it was its own pool, like a natural pool.
It was
So
next to the swimming pool that other people can swim
so you
in.
can go in the swimming pool, and then they have a glass bit, and then they have the bears, and the bears are out in some ridiculous amount of acreage, so they're not like in a zoo.
They have like proper
They have a
space.
massive lake. I mean,
I
massive.
think they have a massive big lake. I don't know if 24 acres they have or 24 acres a lake, but I don't know if that was a bit extreme. But because one minute they said, oh, they have 24 acres, the next minute they said, oh, they have 24 acre lake, and I'm like, make up your mind. But yeah, I don't know. But anyway, they do have a lake and a lot of land and a lot of like different huts.
Oh, it's
and pools.
amazing where they live.
They go in at night, but I can understand that because you know they have to look after them. So they go in at night. And you've got to protect them like that way, so I get that. But yeah, they have a massive big place outside. But they actually say that when it comes to coldness, because when it's cold in Canada, the lake freezes over and they can just walk on it. And they also, because they have the little pools as well where the people come and watch and stuff, so there are their pools as well, and they like to go in them. They don't force them in there, they actually go in them themselves so the people can watch. They say when it's cold they don't go in there because they don't like the cold.
Yeah, they've got 2 polar bears that don't like the cold.
And
Bless
when it's
them.
somewhere they're like out sunbathing and stuff. And when it's winter, they say they could go into the lake and swim, but they don't do it because they said they don't like it. But also the place they're at is quite a good climate because it's not far off where they naturally would live, so it's quite good climate for them as well. But they said that they don't actually like the cold, which I can relate with them.
Oh, bless them. Jeff says jeans are okay, but don't like tight jeans. I don't like tight jeans. I don't like tight jeans on men. I don't know if that's sexist, but I don't.
No.
It's just got to stop it. Like drain pipes. No, they should be straight-legged on men, I think. So, Gary says, what happens to these polar bear snipers?
I don't know what you mean.
I don't know. Just stop. Cal says Chesterfield to crew tomorrow. I think there might be a steam train somebody's messaging being crew tomorrow, Cal, so look out for that. Cal says, Gary, I lost my sense of smell when I got COVID. So have you not got it back, Cal? So do you not taste food then? Can you taste food?
Do you taste food by smell?
Yeah. Oh,
It's like
they all taste the
if
same.
you eat and you go like that, you can't taste
But it's
food.
awful if you have a cold and you can't taste your food. So if he's got that the whole time, that's awful. No smell. So you can just taste no food. Does nothing taste different, or just no smell? But I don't know. Gary says title of first thumbnail. Oh right, okay. Yeah, no, it was the snipers for the man in the top. There were snipers on the roofs when he was doing his gym bit in Manchester. That's what I understand now. So yeah. Well, thank you, Gary, Dave, and Michael. You're absolute superstars.
Yes, thank you very much
and
for
thank
that.
you
Thank
everybody else that's joined in.
Yes,
and
thank you very
commented.
much. Thank you indeed.
And Tracy says hi.
Hello.
So there you go.
Well,
Is that
thank you.
everything?
Yes, I think it is. I'm due to technical issues, but I
So
think
remember, I think it might be 10 o'clock tonight, but just look, it's ITV and it's called In the Blood. And see what you think, and we'll talk about it next week, obviously. Anders says good night, Anders. Carl says please travel to somewhere near Chesterfield on your travels. We will plan out a thing and see where we can get to, Carl, round with our other stuff. But we should be starting very soon. We've just got to obviously work around the cooking thing. Thank you very much, Dave. It's been a great fun and a great session. Good night, Tracy. Abby, yeah, it's called In the Blood, Abby. ITV, and it's on tonight sometime. I'm sure it's at 10 o'clock. See you in a few weeks, Gary, and honestly, the best of luck.
yes, good
Our
luck.
prayers will definitely be with
Yes.
you on Wednesday, and tell us as soon as you feeling well, you know, how everything went, and good luck with all that.
Yes, indeed. Just best wishes.
Tracy says good luck with the cooking thing.
Thank you.
Good night, Michael, and you're a superstar.
Yes,
Thank you so
thank you very much.
Thank you, Abby, for joining in, and see you later, Carl. had a great night, lots of laughs.
Mhm.
So thank you everybody that's joined in.
Yes, thank you very much for the super thanks. Thank you everybody for commenting and joining in, and we shall see you all later. So have a wonderful
Gary
day.
says thank you. I'm panicking a bit. Gary, honestly, I when I went, I don't know who's going with you, but I had Matilda and Billy with me, and I just kept calm, and I was soon in, and before he knew it, I was in, wasn't I? And I thought when I was leaving down, because we went in a lift and then down to the theatre, and they were allowed in the lift with me. And when I got to the theatre, I just thought, you got to just do it. You just got to completely forget. You've got to trust them that you're in safe hands. And I just walked in, and I remember going under. And he says, "Where do you live?" Well, we never like saying where we live. And I was just about to say it, and that was it. And I had my mind set that I wasn't going to try and fight anything. I just thought, I'm going to relax. I'm going to take it. And he goes, "Oh, where do you live?" And I was just about to say it, and I don't remember a thing after that. And then I remember waking up in this lovely warm bag. They put you in a massive bag, Gary. It's lovely, honestly.
Like a heated toilet seat.
It's like a heated toilet seat, but bigger, Gary. You'll love it.
Well, can you imagine like when you're in bed and like everything's so warm? It's like
that.
Yeah.
It's like a really relaxing thing. And I don't remember one thing of it, Gary, apart from going down, and you just have to let yourself go. Just chill. Don't get
I think
stressed.
it's brilliant the fact that they can knock you out.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine having operations if they couldn't knock you out?
Well, people do. don't
Exactly, I know.
They
And
choose to have that, though.
Do
Yeah, people choose to be awake at operations.
Why?
I don't know if you could do it. I don't know if it's a choice on the NHS, because obviously
I
they
can
can't do
understand if it's, like,
expensive
smaller
stuff. They do
things,
the
they can't
cheapest
do it.
one, as in not they do it. You know, if it's cheaper to, you can't just have everybody, saying, "Oh, I want to keep awake for the sake of it." But you might be able to do it privately. You might be able to choose. You can keep awake, and I don't know if
Why?
it's certain operations. I don't know. People do.
people just not like the idea of knocking out?
Yeah, terrified of being knocked out. But I was scared of being knocked out, and you feel a bit vulnerable because somebody can knock you out, can't they? But like I said, when it actually came to it, I just thought, you've got to go with it. There's no point fighting it. There's no point arguing with it, and there's no point getting stressed over it, because it's not going to do you any good, is it? So you just have to go with it. But it's not. Obviously, it's frightening. It's unknown territory, isn't it? But Gary, you'll be fine. You will be fine. I know you will be. We'll just whistle the O song. yeah. Let's listen to some of Matilda's music. Do the Bin Men song or something like that.
Sorry, then,
Yeah, just go in. When they're going to put you out, they'll
Well,
put you out quicker, Gary. When you're going, "I'm your bin man."
when I'm sound a bit weird when I'm cooking and I'm stressed because you said it environment, what I do is I put the same song line over and over in my head, and it could be from any song whatsoever, and it's just whatever comes to my head, and I go over and over again, and it makes me concentrate, it makes me lose I don't think about anybody else in the room, what they cooking or anything. I don't stress about anything because I'm too busy thinking about my song line, so I forget about everybody else, you know what I mean? So it is good if you can listen to a bit of music before, like whatever song gets you in the zone, like Lose Yourself or something. I mean, I don't know if that would work though, but I mean, that's what I do, because it's like about getting yourself inside the mindset, something like that gets you inside that mindset, so you've something going around inside your head and you're too busy thinking about that and you forget about everything else.
So Dave says I'm in on Thursday. So you in hospital, Dave, as well, and being out, not looking forward to it. So tell us, Dave, are you in hospital? Tracy's losing control, but you've got to let it go. You have to, Tracy. You just have to trust in them, don't you? And mine, thankfully, went very, very well. Oh no, but Dave, sorry, you're in for a hernia op. God, we're all in, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
We're all going to hospital. So good luck, Dave. And obviously, as soon as you feel ready, tell us how everything's gone. But again, just go with it, Dave. Honestly, you'll be in safe hands.
Yeah, just all the same advice we're giving to Garrett, just same,
Yeah, and obviously our thoughts and prayers are with both of you.
Mm-hmm.
Gary says, into heavy metal, I will look daft head banging before they knock me out. You might knock yourself out,
You
Gary.
don't have to bang. just do it in your mind, just maybe not doing a headbang. Just be gentle.
Abby says, art will be fine for you too, Dave. Well, everybody on here is obviously, I can speak for everybody on here because they're all great. They'll all be thinking of both of you. And all our prayers will be with both of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what you're going through.
Mm-hmm.
And although it's not pleasant, you're coming out better.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, everybody. Good luck with everything, and hope everybody have a wonderful week and everything goes well. And thank you again for the super thanks. Very nice of everybody. Thank you very, very much. And we shall see you all later.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.